It was a moment that would haunt him forever. The greatest quarterback in NFL history, walking away in silence. For more than 2 decades, Tom Brady defined greatness. But in the end, what he faced wasn't just defeat on the field. It was betrayal. It was loss. It was the collapse of everything he built. Fans thought they knew the truth, but they only knew the surface. Behind the headlines, behind the cameras, there was a story no one wanted to tell. He was supposed to be invincible. He was supposed to be untouchable. So how did it all go so wrong? Before he was the GOAT, Tom Brady was just another kid from San Mateo, California. He loved Joe Montana. He dreamed of wearing that 49ers jersey. But in high school, he wasn't even the starter at first. No one saw a future legend. At Michigan, it was the same story. 4 years in college, and he had to fight just to get playing time. At one point, he was seventh on the depth chart. Seventh. Most players would have quit, but Brady never quit. The NFL Combine was his chance to prove himself. Instead, it became a nightmare. His 40-yard dash, 5.28, his vertical jump, embarrassing. His body, skinny, soft, unimpressive. The scouts laughed. One even wrote, poor build, lacks athleticism, does not project as a starter. And so, in the 2000 NFL Draft, 6 quarterbacks were taken before him. By the time his name was finally called at pick number 199, nobody cared. He was just another arm, a practice player, a body for training camp. But what they didn't see was obsession, the obsession to outwork, to outthink, to outlast. In 2001, fate struck. Drew Bledsoe, the Patriots' $100 million man, took a brutal hit. He was out. The team turned to Brady, the no-name backup. And that's when everything changed. He led the Patriots to the Super Bowl. He beat the greatest show on turf. And the kid no one believed in became a champion. Then another, and another. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. The world had never seen anything like it. But even in glory, shadows began to form. Teammates whispered about Brady's new power. Coaches wondered how long the dynasty could last. And a cold, quiet tension between Brady and Belichick was slowly building. The Patriots weren't just winning. They were dominating, year after year, season after season. And that's when the cracks became earthquakes. Spygate, hidden cameras. Opponents accused them of stealing signals. The NFL fined Belichick. The dynasty's reputation was stained forever. But Brady, he didn't stop winning. He led the Patriots to a perfect 16-0 season, the greatest regular season in NFL history. But in the Super Bowl, the Giants shocked the world. The undefeated Patriots were defeated. Brady's legacy took its first real hit. And that wasn't all. Deflategate, the league's most infamous scandal. The footballs, the accusations, the endless debates. Was he cheating, or was it all a setup? Brady was dragged through courts, through suspensions, through months of public humiliation. The league tried to break him. Instead, he came back stronger. Super Bowl 51, down 28-3 against the Atlanta Falcons. Brady engineered the greatest comeback in football history. In that moment, he wasn't just a quarterback. He was a myth. But myths can't last forever. Behind the rings, behind the trophies, something was breaking. His partnership with Belichick collapsed. The most dominant duo in sports history, torn apart by ego. And at home, his marriage to Gisele Bündchen began to crack under the pressure. 20 years of obsession had taken its toll. For Brady, there was no balance. There was only football. When he left New England for Tampa Bay, people said it was over. Too old, too slow, too washed up. Instead, he proved them all wrong. Super Bowl number 7. At 43 years old, the GOAT was undeniable, but his story wasn't finished. Because the ending no one expected was still waiting. By 2022, Tom Brady was 45 years old. He had outrun time longer than anyone before him. But even the greatest can't escape forever. That season was brutal. Losses piled up. His team looked broken. His frustration boiled over on the sidelines. He smashed tablets. He screamed at teammates. And off the field, his life was collapsing. The divorce with Gisele made headlines worldwide. For the first time, Brady wasn't just the GOAT. He was a tabloid story. When the final whistle blew in Tampa, it wasn't the fairy tale ending. It was quiet. It was empty. The man who had given everything to football walked away alone. The consequences were heavy. To some, he'll always be the ultimate winner. 7 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, the greatest of all time. But to others, his legacy will forever be clouded. Spygate, Deflategate, controversy. Was he truly the best? Or just the best at bending the rules? Maybe the truth is more complicated. Maybe greatness isn't about perfection, it's about obsession, about sacrifice, about how far a man is willing to go to chase immortality. Because Tom Brady gave the NFL everything, and the cost was everything. So the question remains, was it worth it? Tom Brady's story is more than just football. It's about ambition, sacrifice, obsession. It's about how greatness always comes at a cost. Some call him the greatest of all time. Others call him a cheater. But maybe he's both. Because legends are never simple. They are complex, flawed, human. And that's why Tom Brady will forever remain the most polarizing figure in NFL history. So I'll leave you with one question. When the cost is everything, is immortality worth it? If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit subscribe, because more untold stories of the NFL's biggest legends are coming soon.